I'm doing good. How is life today?
Oh, life is perfect.
That's great. I love it when things are going smoothly.
We just sometimes we need to open our eyes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it usually takes a life-changing event for that to happen. Don't you agree?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Life-changing events can quite often force us to see things differently. So, welcome to a class today, vocabulary class. This one's intermediate, so I won't be talking as slow like I was yesterday afternoon.
But it doesn't matter to for not native speaker a speed of speech because I noticed that sometimes I receive more useful information from beginners classes, like some rules, something that I didn't study at school. So I like also to attend on beginner classes.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes a lot of sense. Um,
And
it's-
moreover, Simon,
mhm.
Russian sometimes says that repeat it is repeat it's like mother of study.
There's a lot of very good Russian proverbs. Give me a second. I'm going to turn the brightness up because my face is a little dark. Just a minute.
Okay, okay.
There we go. I'm sitting on the floor today. I find it a little more comfortable. By this evening, I'll probably be standing again.
Yesterday you have been staying. You have been staying during class. I noticed, and
Most of
now
the
now you
time,
are sitting. Now you are sitting at the floor.
yes. Most of the times I'm standing, but early in the day, it's nice to sit and relax a little bit.
Mhm. Is it comfortable to stay?
To sit,
No, no, no. I mean to stay during class.
yeah, no, it's not a problem. Sometimes I'm tired at the end of the day, so it's not as comfortable. But no, most of the times I quite enjoy the classes that I give. I enjoy the students. It's a good time. Well, Maxim, let me just say hi to Giovanni. Hello, Giovanni.
Hi Simon, how are you?
I'm doing well today. It's a little cool here, but after the heat wave we had yesterday, I'm glad to have it cool off a little bit.
Oh, cool.
It was, I think, 88 degrees yesterday.
I remember.
Yeah. Well, guys, let's talk about vocabulary today. I was going to talk about travel vocabulary. Yesterday we talked about climate. And the reason I love travel vocabulary is because, well, it usually means we're planning on going someplace. So let me bring up this list here of vocabulary. Let's take a look here. So we've got a lot of words here. Actually, I'm going to do it differently. Let me close that because I want to be able to write on it at the same time. This is not the best image that I have. Here we go. Okay, so we see lots of words here. Now, quite often, when we travel, we do it because of a couple of reasons. What are two of the top reasons why we travel, guys?
We have a vacation and holiday, maybe.
Okay, so vacation or holiday, and you can see holiday here is in big, big letters, right? Okay, so vacation or holiday. What's another big reason why we like to travel? Or
We
we
have
have to travel?
Love.
Love.
Hello, everyone.
hello.
Eduardo, what a way to enter the class. That's
Yeah.
not the primary reason I'm thinking about. Starts with B.
We have money.
Well, let's face it, we can't travel without money, period. So that's not kind of reason I'm looking for.
Business.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, business. It's one of the top reasons for traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so very good. All right, so how can we travel? What are different ways that we can travel?
By plane.
Plane.
By...
Okay, so let me write that down. We can travel by plane, car.
Train.
Yeah, who travels by boat anymore?
I travel by boat.
Don't.
No, it's true. It's true. By
Well,
maybe not boat, by vessel.
Ship.
Ship. But I have a dream to go on board, to travel on board.
Yeah. So these are the different ways we can travel. Yeah, I've yet to travel on a ship. Small boats, but nothing like a cruise liner.
Dreaming is a good way to travel.
Sorry, what is a good way?
Dreaming.
Well, you know what? Yes. That is how I travel every day.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I needed that. So let me, once again, take a look at some of the words that we have here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, excuse me, sorry, my throat's starting to act up today. So we can obviously travel by plane, car, and train, by ship or boat, okay? And let's talk about the different ways that we can travel by plane. We can go business class or first class. We can go charter. Do you guys know what a charter is?
Yes, when you rent a plane or a boat or any other transport way in a private way for your company or maybe for your family, or yeah, it's like
Interesting.
rent.
Well, yes, you could rent a boat, but most often you're just getting a reservation. Okay.
Yeah, but it's only for you and the people who's coming with you. So small planes maybe for 10, 20 people. You charter the
A
plane.
lot of times, yes, that's the way it's most often done. But there are some airlines that call themselves charters. Okay. But yeah, most of the time it's a smaller plane. You're going to charter a plane or a bus. You can also charter buses. Right? And yes, you would rent it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what do we need if we're going to travel between countries?
Passport, first of all.
Yes. We can see passport there. Some countries don't require passports, but they're very few. Now, other countries require something more than a passport. What is that?
Lifetime we need.
That's not what I'm looking for. Something else. What do other countries require in addition to a passport?
Visa.
Yeah. And they won't take MasterCard.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, Visa. Okay, very good. So for example, if I go into the United States, generally a passport is all I need. However, if I go to China, I would need some sort of visa. Okay.
Also in Russia, I think.
To go to China?
To go in Russia. It's the same. It's the same of China. You have to need a visa.
It does depend on what country you're coming from. So, for example, if you're part of the former Soviet Union member countries, generally you may not require a visa. You just require a passport. But if you're coming from the West, you might require a passport.
Mm.
If you have an EU passport, then you don't need a separate passport to travel within the EU.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on where you're from, you may not need a visa to enter. Well, China's a little different. For example, to go from mainland China to Hong Kong, you need a visa, even though it's the same country. Okay, what's a hostel, guys?
Hostel is cheaper hotel. So
Is
you don't have
hotel a good word?
a good word. Yes, hotel is like expensive. You have a lot more of amenities than
Mm-hmm.
in a hostel. Maybe a hostel, I don't know, it's different here in Spain than the United States. What I see, I watch in the movies, I mean, so it's like in the suburbs in the United States, you can park outside your room, and yeah, but here in Europe, the hostel is like a cheapest hotel in the
Right, but
city.
you might share a living area, you share shower areas, you have a place to sleep, but it's, you don't have the privacy that you would if you were in a hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to say it's a cheaper hotel is not the best description. It's a place to live, it's a place to stay when you're traveling on the cheap. If you're backpacking across Europe, for example. Okay, you don't have a lot of money, a hostel's good.
Yeah. Here in Spain it's called also pensions. Pensions, yeah, it's a kind of hostel.
Okay, excellent. Ahmed keeps sneaking into class.
No, I didn't do that.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Right, we're talking about the vocabulary we've got up here, Ahmed. We just talked about passport.
Okay.
Now, I want to hear everybody say this word because it sounds very similar to another word, and you don't want to get these two mixed up. Tourist.
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 Everybody?
Tourist.
Tourist.
Yeah, good. What is a tourist?
It's person who travel.
Yeah, somebody who's traveling. They're on vacation. They're visiting from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tourists can be from your own country. Okay. You don't want to get this word mixed up with terrorist. They're very different. Okay. And it's the way they sound. So as long as you pronounce your T's and your R's properly and your S's, you shouldn't have any problem because they are very different. Terrorist is 3 syllables. Tourist is 2 syllables. Tourist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. No, let's skip that one. Okay, season. This is very important. Off-season. What does it mean to travel off-season?
It's
Maxim. Okay, Giovanni, you go ahead and answer.
okay. It's a period in which you can find cheaper flight, for example, or it's in general it's an economic low economic period.
Yes, that is what, well, those are characteristics of what it is, but what was I about to say? Lost my word here. Off-season is, the proper definition of an off-season is the least popular time to travel to any given destination. So, for example, vacations to Cuba from Canada and United States, North American travel to Cuba. The off season is summer. Why would the off season be summer?
Because there are a lot of hurricanes there.
No, no. Hey, look. You know what?
Because it is winter over there.
No, it's not winter in. Okay, summer in Cuba is the same as summer in Europe and the summer in North America. So why would summer be considered the off season?
Too hot, maybe.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Okay, so Ahmed, remind me where you're from again.
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, so it's hot all year round.
Yeah.
Okay, Eduardo, you're from the moon.
Spain. Spain.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought the moon. Okay, Spain. Giovanni, did I hear Italy?
Yeah.
And Maxim, now that looks like
Russia.
Dubai in the
Dubai.
background.
I can pretend that I live in Dubai, but I'm from Russia.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to my Russian friend because he truly understands me. So in the summer, don't we have nice hot weather? Maxim?
Yes, we have very hot weather.
So if I was to give you 2 tickets to Cuba in summer, would you be like, don't really care? But if I gave you 2 tickets to Cuba in the winter, what would you say?
I will pleased to hear this news from you, and will very glad to invite you.
Why would you rather go in the winter? What
Yeah.
happens to Russia in the winter?
In the winter, actually, I live in resort city. That's why
I
I
know.
know how this business works. So everybody looks people who would like tourists who would like to go to off season. For example, if you are going to go to Russia on winter season, you will maybe catch cheaper hotel, cheaper maybe cheap service, something like this.
Well, the reason why Cuba is popular in winter is because, just like Russia, it's cold. I mean, it's very cold.
Yes.
So everybody wants to leave to a place that's warm just 2 or 3 hours away. However, in summer, it's just as hot here as in Cuba. What's the rush? Why go to some place that's even hotter? You see, in summer, we up here in the north are actually looking for a nice cold beverage or the water or to cool ourselves off. We don't want to go to some place that's hotter. So for Cuba, summer is the off season. And as Giovanni said earlier, it is the off season that we can get the best rates.
Yes, yes. But sometimes for scuba, scuba it's mean like diving.
Scuba diving, yeah.
Yes, Simon. Sometimes people looks opportunity for dive with a temperature below 0, and it's very expensive type of diving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
I'm a scuba diver myself.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have my open water license.
Oh my gosh. I served in army as a diver.
Nice. All right, let's bring up some more vocabulary here.
Okay.
What's a safari?
Africa.
It's a web browser for Mac computers. Or an iPad. Sorry, it was a bad joke. Yeah, safari is where you go on a trip and you get to see animals and stuff like that. And
Very natural.
Yeah. So it's an expedition.
in Hatari, yeah.
Yeah. So it's Okay, let's see what else. So we've talked about passports, off-season. Okay, what is a tour? Eduardo, what's a tour? Or better still, what is a package tour?
Well, a tour is made for tourists, and usually you have some kind of guide that goes to you explaining the place. So when you go, it's like a band of music also. So when you get a tour, you go to different places in a city to visit the most important things. And yeah, a guide tour is like that. Is going to explain maybe in a cruise, when you go in a cruise and disembark in some city, you have some travel planning and you go to different places, so that's a tour.
Very good. So tours can quite often be anywhere from 3 to 14 days. Okay, they usually involve provide you with a place to stay, a hotel, for example. It's usually included in the price. Transportation, a tour guide who tells you about where you're going. So all that stuff. Okay.
It's for lazy people.
For lots of people, did you say?
No, lazy people.
No, I disagree. No, I went on one last year, and I got to tell you, it's a lot of work.
I mean,
so I got to tell you this: tours are work. So the guy picks us up at the airport. All right. So I know this is not hard so far. Picks us up at the airport, and then drops us off at our hotel. All right, nice hotel. Was quite nice, actually. And so me and my wife, we go out, we get a bite to eat and look for some shopping, come home and go to bed. Well, next day starts at 7 o'clock. Throw us on the bus. Well, it didn't throw us on the bus. Get us on the bus. We drive an hour to a beach, and they tell us about the beach and what's going on. They say, okay, you've got an hour. Go have fun. So we go have fun. We go in the water. We do all sorts of stuff like that. And they said, okay, get on the bus. We're going to lunch. All right. I like this part, lunch. We have a great lunch. Then after an hour, okay, get on the bus. All right, we're on the bus.
Like in soldiers.
Yeah. We drive for another hour, and then we get to this other place. And they say, okay, switch buses. All right, switch buses. Drive us up this mountain. It was crazy driving. And then we get to the hotel and I said, okay, you've got an hour and then we're going to have dinner. Oh, okay, so quickly have a shower, get unpacked in our new hotel, and then we go have dinner. And then they talk to us again in a language I don't understand. And then we just sort of hang out. And they say, okay, we're getting up tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Hop on the bus. We do this for 4 days. On the second last day, I said to my wife, no more bus. That's it. Stay. We get up when we want. We have lunch when we want. I don't care. However, this was the day we were supposed to see the big Buddha. A Buddha as tall as a Statue of Liberty. Well, we couldn't miss the big Buddha. So we went on the bus, did the tour again. It's exhausting.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I think tours are for people who like to have every moment of their day planned. Maybe it's good for Germans. I don't know.
Why Germans?
Germans. Now I don't live in Europe anymore, but maybe Eduardo, you could speak to this. But they love to plan. They always love to be busy. Germans are known for just planning and being busy, and they join a lot of clubs. They're just very busy people.
Simon, actually, if you interested in maybe some additional information and you need to have a guide, in this case you can buy a tour, maybe not so long like you used for 4 days, for 1 day, because sometimes when you go to foreign places you are not able to find absolutely everything. Yes, you have internet, you have a car maybe, but sometimes tour allow to you to see much more things at one day. If you don't have a lot of time, you can use tour.
Well, see, that's the difference between a package tour and a custom tour. If you hire a guide and you say, this is what I want to do, then you have more control over what you're going to see and when. For example, when we were at the hotel for the last 2 days, there was a limousine parked there. And I asked the hotel, I said, what's that for? He says, oh, if anybody needs it. I said, oh, what's the rate for the day? He said, $2,200. I thought, wow, that's really cheap. In dollars, that's around $300.
$300.
Yeah, I mean, that would almost just be enough for gas up here. You couldn't get a car like that for an entire day. So I said, honey, why don't we just come back here next time? We get a hotel package, and then when we do want to go shopping or visiting, we just rent the limo for the day. And they drive you around. You don't do the driving.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on which countries you visit, you might find some things are very cheap, other things not so cheap.
Yeah, right.
All right, next word. What does this mean? All inclusive. If I buy a vacation package, what does it mean if it's all inclusive?
There are some benefits extra in your holiday, and you don't have to pay for this.
Okay, close, very close. Anybody else want to add to that definition?
You know, here in Spain we have most words pretty similar than English to travel agencies. I mean, like tour or, but I always hear included instead inclusive. I don't know why. Yeah.
We say all-inclusive. So if I'm about to buy a vacation, I say to the girl, hey, how much is this vacation? She says $2,500 each.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, oh, is that all-inclusive? If she says yes, I said, okay, does that include taxes as well? Is that everything? That's when they'll say, well, it includes everything, it includes your taxes, but there's an airport fee you have to pay. Okay?
Okay.
So all-inclusive just means everything is covered.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, somebody just snuck into the room. I think it's a beer.
Who is it?
It's a beer. Hello, a beer. We're going to wait for you to say something, or we're just going to keep looking at you. Hello, a beer. Hello.
Does her microphone work or not?
Could be.
I don't know.
All-inclusive, not all-included. I kid you not, this is the terminology we use here. So yeah, we can have package vacations, all-inclusive. If you travel on a cruise ship, you want to know if it's all-inclusive. That means is all your food included, right?
Not beverage.
Sometimes, yes, beverages can be included.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes alcohol is all-inclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so class is half over, so I want to have a bit more of a discussion. Ahmed.
Yes.
Sir, when's the last time you went on vacation?
Well, okay. Not abroad, of course.
Well, why not? It could be anywhere. It could be what we call a staycation.
Yeah. It was, well, it was last week.
And where did you go?
Go to the beach. I went to the beach.
Okay. How long were you there?
For 2 days.
That's not a vacation.
Well.
Okay, let's talk about something called a day trip. These are what we mostly call day trips. If it lasts a day, maybe two. Okay. It's where we just go someplace. We might get in the car, go on the bus, take the train. It's usually just a weekend or a day. We might even call it a getaway. But vacations are usually a week or more. Guys,
Okay.
what does staycation mean?
Staycation.
Staycation.
It means you don't have too much money to spend.
No, it means you probably won't spend too much money, but no, it doesn't mean that at all. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on, what? All right, let me pick on
I don't
Maxim.
if you don't go abroad.
Yeah, usually. I mean, look at the word. It says staycation, right? So, not only are you not going abroad, what else are you most likely doing?
Stay
Well-
near town, probably.
Yeah.
Staycation. Oh, I think that's when you spend your time in your native places, like on your patio at home.
Yeah, exactly. Here's what the dictionary says, and I partly agree with it. A vacation spent in one's home country rather than abroad, or one spent at home and involving day trips to local attractions. Okay, the one where it says one spent in your home country, I completely disagree with the dictionary. If you happen to live in, oh, I don't know, Moldova or Switzerland, then yes, it's pretty easy to stay in your own country and it's not very far. But if you live in other countries such as China, Canada, and Russia, you can go from one end to the other, take 2 weeks, and it's a vacation. You're traveling. Okay? Generally, when we think of a staycation, we don't go anywhere. We stay home. Now, this is where I do agree with the dictionary. We stay at home, we might go on a day trip or two. So let's say I take a month off and I call it a staycation, despite what somebody said. It doesn't mean I don't have money, it just means I don't want to spend my time in an airplane. Maybe I want to enjoy what people travel around the world to come see here. Right? So I think, okay, I'll take a month off. Honey, tomorrow let's go strawberry picking. The strawberries are going to be fresh. Or how about on Tuesday we go to Niagara Falls? Yeah, that's a day trip for me. How about Wednesday we go see the aquarium in Toronto? No? Okay, we'll do that next week. Or today, the weather's nice, why don't we go to the local pub and sit on the patio and have a nice beverage and some snacks? That can be a lot of fun. Or we go see a football game. This is what makes up a staycation. Eduardo,
Yes.
instead of what Ahmed did talking about a day trip or two, tell us about your latest vacation you went on.
Well, the latest, a little bit longer, more than a weekend, I think was in Christmas. I usually go every year to a mountain here in Spain, after New Year's Eve, so the 2nd of January, and to skiing. I like to ski a lot. I've been doing that since I was pretty young, and yeah, we go to a mountain here in Spain. We went to a mountain here in Spain and enjoy.
Let me hear you say mountain.
Mountain.
How?
Ow. Mountain.
Mountain. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I hear that the skiing can be really, really good in Europe.
Yes.
Now,
We have sorry.
You've had some hot summers. Has that affected the amount of snowfall in the mountains?
Of course, we don't have too much. In fact, they need a lot of this kind of device who make snow, like cannons, and they maintain the snow in the mountains.
What do we call them? I don't know if we could just call them snowmakers. I'm not in the snow industry, so I don't really think about it too much. But I wonder what do we call them? Snow machines. We call them snow machines.
Snowmaker is right. Okay, we can understand that pretty well. Yeah.
All right, I've got to show you. Well, see, here's what I'm doing. Because I'm not familiar with the terminology, I'll call it what it actually is, a snow machine, right? It's a machine that makes snow machine. But that's not a proper name for it, really. Sometimes when I can't remember a word, I'll describe it. And snow machine's a good way for doing that. And for most average person, yeah, we call them snow machines because really we don't know. We don't care. All we care is that they have fresh snow at the resort for us.
Yeah.
All right, I want to show you guys some snow because unfortunately we don't seem to have a problem with snow here in my country. I got to show you something here. All right, let's share this out. All right, you see this, guys?
Yep.
It's about -15, and that's after 3 days of freezing rain. All that white stuff is ice.
Oh.
Minus
-15.
-15. Cool.
Now, our friend from Russia can tell you that when you see snow on the road like this, you know it's cold.
Cool pics. Are you in the car?
No, I'm taking the pictures. See, you can see this ice hanging off the cars. And that's
Simon.
ice on the road, that's not snow.
Simon, did you try to ride on bicycle?
No.
I had such idea.
No, sir. No, that would have been bad. And here's an idea. That's what my car looks like.
This will be fun.
And a few years ago, let's see, we had another bad winter. Let's see here. Now here we go. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Mm.
So, in Canada, we don't seem to have a problem with snow lately.
2 meters. How much?
Yeah, that's higher than me. I'm 6 feet high, and that's...
Seems that Santa Claus had a lot of problems with delivery of gifts to children.
Yeah, he did. Now, guys, what I want to do is I want to actually play a little game here. I'm going to look at some places I traveled to and see if you guys can describe them. What do you think of that?
Okay.
All right, let's see.
But I can't guess any.
Not okay for me, teacher.
Okay. Ahmed, what are we looking at here?
I'm looking at a duck. Is it?
And where is the duck?
Either in the lake or river.
Okay. Yeah, it's a river. And what is this?
Ahmed as well or someone else?
No, for you. What's this?
This is a boat.
It's a
Kayak.
certain type of boat, not kayak, starts with a C.
See, canopy. I don't know.
Canoe.
I don't know.
That's a canoe.
It's canoe.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one. Maxim, what's this? What's going on here?
Oh, it is drag racing.
Where though?
It seems like on surface of frost lake or freeze lake.
Yeah, it's a frozen lake.
Frozen lake, and I see a flag.
Yeah, what country?
This is Russia flag.
Yes, it is. What country do you think we're in? I
Siberian.
think this was taken. No, it's actually Canada.
Canada. Oh,
Yeah. The countries look alike. Very similar landscape, Canada and Russia.
North Canada.
No, south.
South Canada.
Yeah. All right, let's find another one. Eduardo, I'll let you do the next one.
I want to practice that sport with my car.
Eduardo, what are we looking at here?
Well, that's a wine road.
A winding road, yeah.
Pretty dangerous with all the rocks around you. Yeah.
Does
You
it?
are.
Do you notice here how there's no guardrail?
There is not. Yeah, I can see
Oh.
that.
So,
It
you know
seems
how,
like sorry.
go ahead.
It seems like the hill climbing race track.
You would think so. Now, let's see if we can guess the country. Okay,
It's for cars, I think.
Okay,
Because
well,
of the lines. Yeah.
let's guess the country. So there's no safety barriers, so they're not huge on safety in this kind of thing. You got to take your chances here. Anybody guess at what country this is?
South America, I suppose.
No.
No?
Oh,
Hmm. Canada.
yeah, close to Canada, but no.
Alaska.
Alaska's not a country.
Yeah.
What's it? Iceland?
No.
What close to Canada?
Okay, you guys should. I know it's some consider it a small country, but it's not that small.
Hmm. Greenland. I don't know.
No, I'll give you a hint. Let's see if I can find it.
Japan.
Yeah, no, that's not close to Canada at all.
The ocean in between, you know.
Ahmed, you and I, we have to talk. Okay, so way over here, Montreal is probably over those hills. It's the United States.
United States. Oh my God.
Yeah. So let's go back to our first picture. This road here is about 6,000 feet up. If I was to go off the road right there, it's a 3,000 foot drop.
3,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't scary going up. It was scary knowing that I had to go down. Because when you go downhill, what tends to happen, guys? What do cars do when you go downhill?
You lose your brakes.
Yeah. Cars go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? And I drove up that hill. This is what I would call a day trip. Actually, it wasn't a day trip because I was 3 days there. It was a mini vacation. I drove from Canada. Let's take a look at the places. Okay, no, let's go to the other side of the ocean. So you guys are getting quite the tour today. So all these red dots are places I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right up here.
Rhode Island.
No, that's not it. It's close though. So this is where I live over here. And what I did is I drove all the way down here. So it came down, across here. Now I'm in a foreign country. And come in through states, go through New York. There we go. And there we go. So this is in the United States. Now, can you guess what car I went there in? Because you can see a bit of a hint here.
Dodge.
It's not a Dutch car. It's actually an American car.
It's a Corvette.
Wow, how did you guess so quickly?
Maybe for the shape of the front wheel cover part.
Yeah, very well done, though. Excellent. All right. Let's see, who hasn't spoken yet? Let's see, go back over here. Ah, Giovanni.
Yes.
Let's take a look. What's going on here?
This is a fast boat.
Very fast. Does that look like fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I took my girlfriend here. Now see if you can guess where this is. Look at the surroundings. Where does this look like it is? Where do you think this is?
Did you see the orca?
This is Boston. What are these?
Well,
Well,
Yeah, they look like submarines, don't they?
yeah.
Oh,
It's a mother and her cub.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. All right, Ahmed. Let's pick a different place. And this was actually a 2-day trip.
Ah, okay. Day trip.
Boston. Near Boston. Yes.
Yeah. Let's actually find some of Boston. There we go. What's this, Ahmed?
Well, it is a bus.
What kind of bus?
Mm,
New
tour
model.
bus? I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those tour buses we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of tour do you think this is?
I don't know.
How about a
Around
city
the-
tour? Yeah. Tour of the city or city tour?
Uh-huh.
In English, we generally don't use of that much. So we could say a tour of the city, or if we want to tighten it up, we just say city tour.
Mhm.
It's more common to do that in French or Spanish, but in English, we don't have to do that. By removing the of, you can tighten things up. Ahmed, what's going on in this picture here?
In this picture. I don't know. With this gentleman. One of your relatives?
No, I've never met him before in my life.
Well, okay. And he is holding something. Looks like an instrument. I'm not sure.
It certainly does. It's like an
Yeah.
instrument.
Yeah. Mhm.
And what's sitting beside him?
Are they dogs?
Yeah,
Okay. Wait.
excellent. Well done. All right, let's see. Oh, you guys got to check this out. This is cool. All right,
It's a
Giovanni.
transformer. It's a
Well, anyway,
transformer.
it's a transformer. Guess where we are?
Yes.
What country do you think this is?
Sorry, can you repeat? I don't hear you.
Which country am I in here?
I don't know. United States.
Yeah, you would think so, wouldn't you?
It's a car cemetery.
No, let me see if I can give you another hint as to what country we're in. That doesn't help, does it? It's English. All right, now what country do you think we're in?
Japan.
Not Japan.
Not Japan.
China.
China, yeah, China. You guys are doing really well.
Chinese transformer.
Yeah, it's amazing how that was done.
Made by Honda or Yamaha? I don't know.
You never know. You never know. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Eduardo, what are we looking at here?
Well, it's a picture taken from a plane, and we can see the shore and some water, maybe a lake or the ocean.
Yep, that's actually the shore of Lake Superior, one of the Great Lakes. Now we're a little far north. Now this is the northern part of Canada, near James Bay. Can you guess what month this is? Do you guys think this is December?
Might be.
Yeah, it's middle of May.
Middle of May.
Northern Canada.
This period.
Yeah. All sun, and it's sunny all day long. So this is the Arctic Ocean. And, oh, here we are, we're landing in China, and there's China. Okay, what are we looking at here? Maxim.
Nuclear power.
Yeah, nuclear power plant.
Really, is it?
I wouldn't lie to you.
No, no. I think it just might be factory, something like that. Just industrial.
No, it's a nuclear power plant. So yeah, I got a little bit off topic here, but I just thought you might want to see some of those. Anything else here? No, this is just my vacation photos, and you guys don't care about that. All right, so we talked about a lot of travel words today. Okay, staycation is quite common. Some people do it because they don't have money. Other people do it because they want a more relaxing time off. Sometimes vacations are too busy. Day trips are usually one day.
Is there any difference between vacation and holiday?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, yes, there is. So we have something called statutory holidays or holidays. These are ones that you might have set up by the government saying, okay, everybody has July the 1st off. Everybody has September the 1st off. These are what we call mandatory or statutory holidays. Vacation is usually what you earn through a company.
Yes, okay.
Okay. So a holiday is a specific day. But other people say we're on holidays now, meaning we're on vacation. Especially in England, they'll say holidays over vacation. Vacation is more of a North American expression.
Okay.
Slight differences between the English-speaking countries. Other questions? No? All right. So I'm going to throw out some words here. What are two pieces of paper needed to travel between countries?
Two pieces of paper.
Yeah, to travel, in order to travel between countries, you need two pieces of paper. What are they?
Passport.
Yeah, that's one.
And visa, maybe. It depends.
Yes, that's right. It does depend, though.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody who travels to another country.
Tourist.
Yeah, tourist. Okay. The place we're going to is referred to as the what? Destination.
Destination.
Okay, when we get on to a plane, we need a special ticket. This shows us where we sit. What is this called?
Charter.
Nope.
Boarding.
Boarding ticket.
Boarding pass.
Boarding pass. Yeah.
Very good. This is where we sit on the plane and we can lay out. We have a very big seat. In order to get this, we have to buy a special ticket that gives us the ability to stay in this part of the plane. This is called what class?
Business class.
Yeah, business class or first class.
Yeah, by the way, is there any difference between them?
Yeah, a lot of difference.
No, I mean,
No,
do they?
it's all about money.
No, I mean, do they exist? I mean, both together, because on some airplanes, I see just one of them either.
Well, let me see if I have photos, because I went business class for the first time in my life, and let's see if I have any photos of that here. But it's much roomier. You've got a lot more room. Like you can actually lay out, and they're nicer to you as well.
Simon, did you feel yourself like a star?
Yeah, you do. You kind of feel like they're there to take care of you. And look, guys, when you're going 13 hours in a plane, if you can afford it, go business class. Well, let me show you a picture of a hotel that we stayed at. Let's see if I have it here. There we go. Share it out. This is the lobby of the hotel on our package vacation. That's
This is
the look
the
out our
hall.
window.
Clean water.
What, the bed area, the living area, trees. That's the general area. Giovanni, you're suggesting a trip. Pikes Peak International Hill Climb.
You have to do that trip with your Corvette.
Well, you know what I did do? Take a look. Mount Washington. Go to YouTube. Mount Washington. Okay, spelling mistake there. Don't worry about that, though. Mount Washington car race. And I went up there. I got to third gear going up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, you can see. Let me take a look at the photo again. Show you one last photo. We've got a minute here. Because one thing about Corvettes is you kind of know what's going on, because they have a HUD. Find it here. So you can see the speed I'm doing. Can't see it there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And no cameras?
very
They didn't
cool.
get me. No, it's a fast car.
I can imagine.
It was I think my top speed was 265 in it.
265 miles per hour.
Kilometers, 2 miles an hour. I'd be flying. But yeah, that's her there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, don't have her anymore. But someday, maybe again. Well, guys, thank you for joining me on this travel class. Sorry I kept you a little late today. I'm going to be back here later tonight, and I do mean later. It's in about, well, 6 o'clock. It's not too late. This time we're going to focus on car terminology, vocabulary. I'm going to talk about things that make up the car, such as the engine, the transmission, but we'll talk about other things. So windshield washer wipers, radio controls, the different things on the car, mirrors, trunks, boots, hood. Okay? So that's coming up at 6 o'clock, so 3 hours from now.
I hope to see you again.
I hope to see you guys as well, too. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, guys. You're welcome, Maxim.
Bye, Simon.
Bye-bye now.